I'm friends with Nguyen here. So yeah, luckily I have my friend as my evaluator today, so I hope to have some good feedback. Yeah, I've been here in Singapore for about 6 years, coming from NUS for 4 years and been working for 2 years. So anyway, I was told that I'm supposed to give an introduction about myself. The first thing that came to my mind was actually my CV. I haven't done a proper long introduction about myself for quite a long time, ever since I did my CV 2 years ago. But I guess it's not a very appropriate source of information for this event. So I guess the second source of information for me became my Facebook. And while browsing through my old notes, I came across this note. I call it a new crack, which is something that I want to share with you guys today. But before I start, let me just clarify a bit. A new crack, and in that sentence, cracks doesn't mean the normal conventional sense of a fracture. In this, you probably won't find this definition in a normal Oxford dictionary. You probably have to go to more slang or modern dictionary like Urban Dictionary, whereby crack refers to an attempt or an opportunity to try something new. And at the same time, it's also something that's good, that's pretty cool and pretty addictive. As addictive as a crack cocaine. That's where the word and the meaning of the word comes from. So yeah, I want to introduce to you something that I just recently tried and immediately fell for: scuba diving. I generally like sports and travel, and this is the kind of activity that I find whereby the interesting part of both sport and traveling meet. And it brings out to me a lot of sense and emotions. The first sense of emotion, which accidentally meet with the theme today, is actually fear. Imagine yourself when you live on land, breathing through nose is something so familiar, so natural to you that you don't even pay a single second of attention to it. But now imagine yourself having to go through deep down under the water, carrying a bunch of equipment, a heavy tank of air, and not being able to breathe through nose. To me, that's fear. But with fear, there's also come this sense of challenge, of adventureness, and also a sense of satisfaction, whereby after a while you learn to control your fear, you learn to overcome it, and you learn to be able to make breathing by the equipment something so natural. And that after a while you are able to let go, to relax, and totally enjoy the scenes. Not only that, I find that scuba diving also gives a great sense of wonder, whereby you enter into a new world. Everything was just so beautiful, mysterious, and deeply serene. And imagine you were swimming, and when you look up, you see flock of fish flying above your head. When you look down, there are other sea creatures popping their head from the cave, looking at you mysteriously. That was really fun. And not to mention the beautiful coral and the reefs surrounding you. The whole scene seems very surreal, but the fact that you are there to witness it and be part of it, of the whole environment, is really real. So to me, scuba diving is something that brings out the wonder of both traveling and also the challenges of sports. And the result is something so awesome and so addictive as a crack. Yeah, that's all I have.